Hello, I'm L.D. Sledge. I'm a ghostwriter. This is the third in a series of videos on the area of ghostwriting and writing. The first one was on what is a ghostwriter, the second was on ghostwriter's fees, and today we're going to cover the area of what a book can do for you. People are always saying to me, I want to write a book, where do I start? I want to write a book about my life. What is a ghostwriter? How do you plot a book? How do you put together a manuscript? Do you outline it, etc., etc.? That's what this series is going to tell you about. Today I want to talk to you about what an authoring a book can do for you. I'm going to tell you, it can blow your mind. It can make a whole lot of difference in your whole life. How many people in your town have written a book? Not many, if any at all. And that person who has written that book has risen a couple or three clicks above where he or she was in the estimation and esteem of his peers, his neighbors, his kids, his family. It makes a lot of difference. But one thing for sure, that you become an icon, you become an authority in the area of the subject matter of your book. And I'll tell you something that can happen. I'll give you two real-life examples. When I was in the Army at Fort Benning, Georgia in the early 60s, my best friend was David Fink from upstate New York. When he was discharged from the service, I had introduced him to a real pretty little lady, and they fell in love. And he wanted to stay in Georgia, so he got a job with a law firm in Atlanta. And he had started doing workers' comp work. He noticed there was no book on workers' compensation for the worker. The only books they had was for lawyers and judges. There was nothing there that worker could understand and apply. He wrote it. He wrote this book and he distributed it throughout the area. And guess what? David, within a very short period of time, became one of the leading expert authorities on the area of workers' comp, and he retired a very, very wealthy man. Another example, there was a man I met in New Orleans in court there one day, and he had been at a school board meeting, and he realized there was no book written for teachers, principals, administrators, parents, children, all their duties and responsibilities, etc. Nothing existed like that in the state of Louisiana. He wrote it, and just like Dave, within 2 or 3 years, he was an authority. He was an immediate authority, but then within 2 or 3 years, he was representing school boards all over, even as far away as Alaska. Books make booms. There's no doubt about it. You cannot lose by writing a book. You write a book, guess what? The phone is going to start ringing for you. If you have a business and this business is related to the book you wrote, or it may make you money, or it will definitely make you a legacy, because the words in that book, which are your words, or your thoughts and ideas, will be carried on far after your lifetime. You build yourself in a legacy. Who doesn't want a legacy? Your great-grandchildren will look at that book and say, Grandpa, Grandma wrote that book. Okay, now would you like to talk to someone about your project or your story? If so, give me a call. I give you a free 1-hour consultation. Call me, Skype me, whatever, or email me, and we'll talk about it and see, is your idea viable? If I like it, you like it, do you have a budget? Can you afford to pay me for whatever the project will be? My website's right down here, and so is my phone number and email address. My website has a lot of things in there that will tell you all about me. There's my samples of my writing. There's a lot of testimonials from a lot of people about my writing in there. So give me a call, and we'll talk about your project. Meantime, I look forward for your call. Have a great day.